welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna take you on a special trip. You wanna say it?
We're going to, no.
Okay, we're going to Cremona, Italy. Right now we're in Milan. As you can see, here's the church. We're gonna have a really cool time. I mean, I'm gonna have a really cool time.
She's gonna have a fun time.
But we're going to Cremona, Italy to visit the Stradivarius Museum. It's about a 1-hour drive from Milan. So we're gonna head over now. But I really want to take you guys because, you know, I think most of you guys care about violins and classical music. So I thought I'd take you guys along on this trip. I'm super excited. Like, this is gonna be the highlight of my Italy trip for sure.
Literally last night she was laying in bed and she's like thrashing around because she's like, I'm so excited.
Stop. Okay, anyways.
I'm like, you nerd.
But yeah, I'm totally gonna nerd out, but I'm super excited to take you guys and let you guys know what fun facts I learned. But yeah, see you guys in Cremona. Bye. We made it to the Stradivarius Museum, or the Violin Museum in Cremona. We are just standing at the entrance right now, but we finally made it.
Thanks for your driver.
Okay, my dad drove us. He said thanks to your driver. Outside you can see a violin, which I'll show up close later. But we are already inside, so I'll probably show the outside later. So just a little bit of background for the museum. In Cremona, Italy, I think I looked this up earlier, but Cremona basically just, it used to be like a type of violin, and the city is named Cremona, Italy, which is where the Museo del Violino is, which is commonly, I guess, known as the Stradivarius Museum, but it's just a museum of violins and like the history of violins and all of that stuff. So how it started was in Cremona for like the past 500 years. The most famous violin makers have come to this city. So it started with the Amati family, which was a really, I think, one of the earliest violin making families, and then they taught the famous students Stradivari, Antonio Stradivari, and Guarneri, and so those violins are the most common ones that are really famous today. They're super rare. They taught the students Stradivari and Guarneri. So as you enter this museum, also I want to point out the tickets are about 12 euros full price, 8 euros discounted price. So if you're a student, if you have your student ID or something, or if you're under 18, also they give you free audio guides, and everywhere you go, like for example, I'm at the first station, everywhere you go, this thing automatically starts talking and it just gives you descriptions of everything. So it's really, really nice in that sense. I haven't been somewhere yet in Italy so far where the audio guides are like automatic, like you don't have to press any numbers, you just walk and it kind of starts talking, and they're also free, which is really cool. So far, giving this place an excellent review. But yeah, I will show you guys the first bit of the museum. And not to mention, everywhere you go, you definitely hear like Paganini playing, or like Paganini's music playing, or like Vivaldi Four Seasons or something like that. So musicians heaven already. This is like the earliest violetta ever found. It has a flat bridge, and it could only play chords back in the day. So this is how like violin making started. Started with flat bridges, and then we'll move on to this really well decorated Amati cello. It's like well painted. The first exhibition kind of goes through like the history of violin, as I just showed you guys. And it also shows you like a lot of violin parts and like what goes into violin making, since this is like violin making, the start of violin making. But yeah, it shows violin parts and has like a lot of interactive sections. There's this little room that kind of shows what a violin workshop looks like. I think this place is really well oriented for children because as you can see, there's just like a lot of interactive parts of it. You can tap on any of these, brass bar, and it just gives you a lot of cool information and things like that. Behind me is the famous treasure box or treasure room, and it has a total amazing collection of all the Stradivari, Amati, Guarneri, and more super rare violins. And if this isn't violinist heaven, I do not know what is. So let's come check it out. original molds or drawings and things like that Stradivari used. They collected about 700 of these artifacts. And this is so cool. And they're still being used today as study to make violins. Oh, and fun fact, if you guys come here, I highly recommend coming on a Saturday or a Sunday because they have concerts for the public at noon on Saturdays and Sundays, I believe. I think they play on these instruments, I'm not sure which ones, but I would assume some of the really popular, very famous, rare Stradivari ones, Guarneri ones. There's a lot of other ones as well. They hold competitions every year, I think now, for the violin making because they have discovered a lot of the tools and things like that. So anyways, they have concerts to the public. I'm not sure how much they cost, but that's super cool if you guys end up coming on a Saturday or Sunday. I didn't, but you guys do. Oh, this was a case attributed to Stradivari's workshop. So cool. So there's some art that depicts Stradivari, but the truth is that no one actually knows what his face looks like. And that concludes it. We have officially left the museum. I know I didn't really give an ending, but we visited the bookshop and now we're heading back. We're probably going to visit the bell tower in Cremona because it's the tallest in Italy. But other than that, we're just going to head back. Yes, and we're also going to get food because it's like 3 p.m. But anyways, thank you guys for following along. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and learned something about the Cremona Museum. I am definitely in love. It's super cool. All violins started in Cremona pretty much. They were invented here and they're still made here to this day. So thank you guys again for following along and I'll see you in my next video.